Hey guys, Rodney Warp here, Grand Central USA. I am excited to bring you another wonderful rock star. And this rock star is coming all the way from Ohio, none other than Miss Nikki Smith. Nikki, welcome.
Thank you, Rodney. Thank you for having me.
Hey, I'm excited to have you. Nikki, you've been doing some great things, and I'm excited about some of the things that's been going on with you. I'm excited about hearing and learning a little bit more about you. Nikki, tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you have an interest in writing. I know you've been doing all kind of writing. I want to learn a little bit more about that writing, but tell us, how did you get into writing?
As far back as I can remember, from writing creative stories in school to writing my first novel when I was in high school. That led to me pursuing a journalism career, or a major in journalism in college, where I, honed my skills in publishing. And then from graduation from Ohio State University with a BA in journalism, I went on to do graphic design, freelance writing of different feature articles, travel writing, news reporting for Stellar Awards magazine. So the grant writing is just the latest facet of publishing that I wanted to have in my back pocket to add to my cadre.
Awesome. So I didn't know that you went to the Ohio State University.
The Ohio State University.
The Ohio, okay, great.
I'm a Buckeye.
The Buckeye, very nice. So the writing, you had extensive writing, and it sounds like some fun. So travel writing, you said?
Yes.
Wow.
Travel.
What's the, tell us some of the places you've been.
Oh, let's see. I've been to London, England, Milan, Brazil, Guatemala, Colombia, Cuba, as far as I can go.
Very nice. Very nice. That's exciting. And
Yes.
And you've done all kind of writing. You say you've done some feature stories and all that. Looks like the light wants to go out, but we're going to keep on having a good time around the space, ladies and gentlemen. But
Okay.
with that being said, you've done some writing and feature stories. Tell us more about the feature stories and some of the places that some of your work has appeared.
Some of my work has appeared on blackenterprise.com, 52perfectdays.com, where when I lived in Chicago, I would do reviews on different activities that you can do as a tourist in Chicago. So I would do different businesses and review them and put tourists on to the exciting venues that Chicago has to offer. And I also did some, what's the word I'm looking for? Celebrity interviews when I did feature stories for the Stellar magazine, for the Stellar Awards.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, very cool. So, and then you and I got connected. How did we get connected, by the way?
To this day, it's unknown to me. You somehow slid into my email about your webinar, about your grant writing webinar. And I had previously, last year, wanted to pursue grant writing, but didn't know what to do. And so I got your email one Friday night, and I was feeling kind of bad and kind of discouraged. And I said, a webinar at 8:30 on Friday night? I said, well, I have nothing else to do, so I did it. And that was September of 2019, end of September.
That is cool. So I guess the email got to you. You decided to come to the webinar. Okay. Well, I'm glad you came to the webinar.
Yes, me too.
Tell us what happened after that time.
Well, we had our consultation, and I committed to doing the first module that you offer for learning grant writing. And from there, I did the, what's it called? The Rising Stars, where you actually work on your proposals with a few other people, with a few other cohorts, and finished that class. And I've just been gaining momentum ever since. And was able to land a job.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Day after.
Wait a minute. Okay, so let's back up on this thing because you said a lot. So you not only went through the class, you soared through the class, and you did an outstanding job with your grant proposal. I was truthfully blown away because not only did you have good writing, and I guess now hearing all that writing that you've had in your past, it makes a lot of sense. But in addition to that, it was one of the best looking proposals I'd seen in a long time. And so I guess that graphic background that you had also kind of came to play as well.
Yes.
When you did it, and it was really an outstanding proposal. In fact, when the video when Sinbad was commenting on it, taking your skills, you've already taken that skill because he was encouraging, hey, go take this and go monetize it and go help some people. So he was encouraging, but you then said you did it and you went and got a job in less than how long after you finished the class?
It was actually the day after I presented that proposal to the class that my current boss called and asked me and said, I think we want to bring you on as a grant writer with us.
Wow, that's really something. I mean, and it's really cool because a lot of times, when you step out like you did and take a leap to learn a new skill, there are no promises, but it seemed like based upon your experience, doors just kind of open. And what else has happened since that time?
Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. I've done my 5th grant now, and I just found out this past week that one of the first grants I wrote funded for $15,000.
Boo, y'all, wait,
yes.
Don't pass it. Let me give you a high five. Give me a high five right now, girl. Give me a high five. Way to go. Okay, so you went from not knowing about how to write grants to making an investment to the Rising Star. You soared through that program, and then you turned around and already helped to raise $15,000 and written 5 other grant proposals. I mean, like that's great, and congratulations on that. I mean, like that's rock star stuff. I mean, like I love it, because what you've done is so cool. You're helping other organizations now to get funded. What does that feel like for you?
Very, very rewarding because I've been on the other side of grant writing. So the the organization that I do grants for is actually a dance arts education organization. And so I know what goes into those programs and what goes into touching the children's lives and the youth of Chicago. So I'm ecstatic that I can help them to continue to do that.
I'm excited for you. What was it like when you found out and got word that your proposal was funded for $15,000? Take us back to that day, that moment. What did they call you? Did you get a letter? Tell us about what that looked like.
Well, the director of development emailed me and she said, I just thought you would like to know that the grant funded, and she thanked me for my help and everything. And I was just like, yay. And it was just a burst of encouragement because I was wondering how long it would take for me to start getting some, some monetized gain from all of my hard work.
Yeah.
So I was wondering how long it would take for me to see which ones would fund and, when they would fund and if they would fund.
That's cool. So here's what I'm hearing. First, you got a new skill. Right after you got a new skill, you monetize that skill immediately because you landed a job with this area. And then now you've written a grant proposal that's brought in $15,000. And it sounds like you got 5 more or 4 more out there that's still waiting that are pending that could possibly bring in even more money.
Yes.
Awesome.
And in addition to that, I have other contracts that are marinating, getting ready to pursue as well. So other contract work is coming in as well.
That's exciting. I mean, what does it feel like to take that type of charge and control of your own destiny? What does it feel like for you?
It feels like hard work pays off. It feels like I can recreate myself whenever I choose to. So this is Nikki 5.0.
Nikki 5.0. Y'all better watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Nikki's at 5.0. Does it go higher than this? What is it?
Oh, it can. To infinity and beyond. Let's go.
Okay, watch out for Nikki 5.0 and watch out for Nikki Infinity. It may be coming to a theater near you. Nikki, you have a lot of different skills and different things. So are you still doing some of the feature writing and some of the travel writing and some of those other things in addition to grant writing, or is grant? I mean, tell us what the work looks like for you in terms of. I know you have a job that you're working on, but tell us about what that makeup looks like with the things you do.
Well, I also, in addition to the grant writing, I have my own publishing company where I publish books by people who want to self-publish. So
Nice.
I, do the whole process. I'm working on a ghostwriting project with one author. I have a couple other books in the works. So I do all the editing, the design, cover design, layout.
Wow.
And take it all the way to print. And as far as writing, I still do a few things, as the need comes.
Sure.
I still do, articles.
Okay. So it sounds like if a person wants to come to you and get something self-published, you can help them through that process, but you can also help them if they need to get funded through that process as well, because you've added additional skills. It sounds like the sky's the limit. What's next, Nikki, for you and your bright future?
Oh, what's next for me? Well, I definitely want to continue to grow the grant writing and possibly just do it to the greatest degree that I can do it, and possibly build a team so that I can begin to outsource things, because there's just one me. Same for my publishing as well, where I can just build a team and a network of people where I can pull on them for their services and just begin to collaborate with other writers and help others along the way.
Watch out. So what I'm hearing is Nikki, the boss lady, is what I'm hearing. In addition to being a good, that's what it sounds like. And it sounds like that you're looking to grow that business, which is exciting. So hey, keep an eye out for Nikki, guys. She may be hiring pretty soon, all right? So, which is cool. Nikki, what would you say to somebody that is maybe starting out and maybe they're nervous and like, okay, wow, I want to do it. Can I do it? Did you have any of those emotions when you were first thinking about learning this new skill? And what was that like for you?
It was new territory. And of course, sometimes I know with me, sometimes I will think of the, what ifs. But what I've learned to do as I've evolved is to, if there's any fear there, I do it scared. I jump in 100%, and I give it my best. And then there's days you have to talk to yourself. There were days that I would talk to myself and remind myself of who I am and what I have accomplished thus far and what I'm intending to do and what will be done.
Wow, I love this. So you started doing some self-talk, and what else?
Self-talk and putting in the work. Okay,
so not just talking.
Yes.
It sounds like talking and walking, taking the actions, what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What was the hardest part of this journey for
you? The hardest part was actually, I don't think you know this either, I quit my job that was making very minimal money. And I really sacrificed to take your course.
Wow.
And because I knew I needed the time to be able to put 100% of my efforts. Uh-oh, can you see me? Yeah.
I can see you.
I knew I needed time to put 100% of my efforts into grant writing. And so I quit my little job that was bringing in minimal. And I decided to put 100% of my efforts into what I think was part of purpose.
Wow. Looking back on that decision now, do you have any regrets?
No, I do not. Not at all.
I didn't think so, but I'm just curious.
Not at all.
What would you say to somebody who's right now thinking about a journey of either doing grant writing or anything else in their lives they maybe been wanting to do, but maybe have been either afraid to do or just kind of got stuck on the fence? What would you say to somebody, whether it's grants or anything? What would you say to encourage somebody like that?
I would tell them if there's any fear there, do it afraid. Because at the end of the day, we get one time around this ride, and you don't want to have regret. I don't want to have shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you know, and so take a risk on yourself. Believe in yourself, take a risk on who you are as a person, and run with that, and put in the work. Great
advice. Great advice. Do it. What was that phrase you said? Do afraid? What was that?
Do it afraid.
Do it afraid. So keep on moving. And when did the fear, or if any time you have, did the fear shed off? How does that work? How did it work for you in your situation?
For me, I just had to keep going back to what I knew to do. Mm-hmm. And then as you instructed me, I would follow the instructions. And there were nights when I did my first proposal, I was just like, I did an all-nighter. And I said, Lord, nobody sees all my hard work. Nobody sees all my hard work. I'm working hard and nobody sees. But I knew that I just had to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And that, you know, with your encouragement and the people around me that were encouraging me, I was able to just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And now things are manifesting. I'm so grateful.
That's awesome. And $50,000 later, bam, and more and much more is coming and it's on its way. If you guys haven't already seen, make sure you go on YouTube and look for the other video where you can see the proposal that I'm talking about. Just go and look for like Nikki and Latoya grant proposal with Sinbad. If you're going to get funded, you go to youtube.com/get funded with Rodney and look for Nikki and just put in Nikki and Sinbad Grant Central. It should come up. You can see what Sinbad had to say to it, but you can also see the proposal that she and Latoya did. Outstanding work, and I'm so very proud of you. Now, Nikki, now that you're raising money for people, and now that you've been already helping people to publish your books, if somebody wants to reach you and take advantage of your grant writing services that you offer, or maybe even your publishing or some of the editing services, or maybe somebody's out there saying, hey, listen, I want to work with Nikki and be on her team when she forms her team, what's the best way for them to connect with you? Are you on any social media, LinkedIn or YouTube, or any address you want to send us to?
They can find my publishing services at www.truthinkpublishing.com. That's TRUTHINK publishing.com. And then they can reach me by email at Smith_Nikki, NIKKI at sbcglobal.net. And they can reach me on LinkedIn under LinkedIn/Nikki Smith.
Very nice. 2Ks, okay, 2Ks, very nice. So Nikki, did I hear you earlier right that you do some editing? Because I know there may be some grant writers out there, or maybe some other people that may need some editing services. Is that something that's a part of your mix as well?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes.
Very nice.
I'm a stickler for grammar and punctuation.
Very nice. Well, great. Well, Nikki, is there anything else you want to say as we wrap up today?
No, I'm just grateful. I'm just riding the wave right now, and sky's the limit.
I believe that. I actually believe that. Well, I'm so proud of you, Nikki. Keep up the good work. Do us a favor. Let us know how things continue to grow and evolve and changes and things. And maybe in the future, get a chance to come back and share more with us. Go check out some of the other work that I told you guys about that was on YouTube. And Nikki, wish you all the best. Congratulations on your great success and all that good stuff. And look forward to catching up with you soon. All the best.
Thanks, Rodney.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.